Still on normal. All bonus content. Let's get started. Where do we want to start? Let's go to the ice region. Heat it up a little bit. Global warming? What's that? Thermal dampness. Kill at least 7 enemies and protect the power generator. Let's see how well these thermal dampness fare against our pretty hot squad here. I kind of want to put this artillery into the back line. I wonder, I should be able to cross across this mine as long as I don't stand on it, right? Moving him behind here is maybe not the best move. Let's build a closed front here. It'll probably cause more enemies to walk into the ice mines. It's always bad if these scions... He's freeing him. Okay, interesting. If we actually free him ourselves, the enemy Mantis will kill him for us. But yeah, scions are the worst units to get frozen because their passive ability still remains, of course. And essentially they just get a free health bar. The shield, so to speak. So if I burn this, I can push him back. He will die and block a spawn. That seems pretty nice. We verify this. We should be able to move here. Yeah, no problem. And I can ignite this tile preemptively. And then... Can I do some swap shenanigans here? This guy is the +1 health. Okay. That's probably important to get rid of, probably. I could also just move here and swap him onto it. Don't think that's gonna be that important. Can we somehow... How much damage is this guy doing? 3. So if he unfrees this guy, he's gonna get killed. Is it worth it to do that? Move our artillery here. And do this move. Can we do something even better? No, we are locked here. I could have maybe moved over. I can swap me out, right? Then I take a lot of damage on. Yeah, I'm gonna get my science killed, in fact. I could swap the enemy out. Move here, swap over, then the enemy is stuck and I can't do... Nah. I guess I'm just gonna let him unfreeze. Then again, freeing him now makes it so that all enemies essentially take 1 point of damage, but then this strategy here won't work. No, okay, we will do it the initial way. So, burn this. Knock him onto here. He's dead, and he's gonna block a spawn for me. This guy's gonna get freed, and I have no idea what to do with the swap mech. Actually, check something. No, we can't swap buildings. I can swap myself. If I swap this guy over here, he would kill him. That's no good. Yeah, let him free his ally there. Let's just move this guy a little bit closer, I guess, here. He can serve as some bait some enemies, and end turn. I guess the idea is to move onto a burning tile and then swap enemies into it. Oh, he does it again. Okay, how do we free ourselves here? I can do this, actually. This will push the enemy back into the burning and free myself. Yeah, that seems like a good move. He's now burning. I could push him even further. Actually, if I punch him now, he's dead. So if I want to do something nasty, I could swap him on top of here. Get swapped. Now he's gonna die from the burning and the emergency here. Or the emergence. Do we... Actually, if I punch this guy, will the tile still light on fire? Yeah, it will, but I don't think he's gonna catch on fire. Actually, let's find out what happens. He does not escape the fire. Okay, perfect. We need to kill quite a few of enemies here, though. Can't keep him frozen forever. Okay, he's dead. He's gonna burn. This one I could... Never mind, I can't swap him anymore. Now... If I move here, I could swap this guy on top of the tile, but I actually don't think we have enough damage to get that 7 kill count going, right? If I move here, I can punch, cause a lot of burning, and collateral damage. This guy's gonna take 1 damage per turn. That's not enough. That's not enough to kill him by the end of the match. But it will soften him up. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies on the screen. That's all we need. We got 1 kill for free, essentially. This guy I'm gonna free up. Actually, if I swap him over here instead, I'm gonna get bounced, which is only 1 damage either way, but it's also gonna damage the Moth, which could be valuable. Also, if these spawning enemies are relatively weak, low health enemies, that could be better. Let's try this instead then. Now, what are we gonna do with the artillery mech? I can shoot here, but that would do too much damage to myself. If I free this guy, he's actually gonna help me killing him. How much damage? 1. But he's gonna be on fire. They're all gonna lose 1 health in turn anyway. Yeah, I think this is the turn. So, punch, swap, and then artillery shoot this guy. Oh, it pushes this guy back. I kind of didn't. Actually, that's good. That's good. He's gonna slide onto that spawn now. They all lose 1 health. He's gonna be that. He's gonna be that. He's gonna be free. Two enemies to kill in 1 turn. We also don't want them to damage any buildings. So this is an easy dodge here. This is a punch. Since he's burning, I can just instantly kill him. Yeah. How do we kill 1 extra enemy in 1 turn? We might just not. If I swap this, I can't swap this guy over because of the ice mine. I can knock him 1 tile over and then swap him, which would cause nothing really to happen. Actually, this guy's gonna bounce back, which is 1 extra damage. I don't think we're gonna get those 2 kills. 1 kill extra is easy. Just don't have any damage here on this team at the moment. Weapon on here. I could make him burn as well, knock him into the power plant. Yeah, great idea. No. I guess I'm just gonna live with it. This is not gonna be a perfect island. Burn this guy to death anyway. Oh yeah, don't forget we actually do still have to kind of save our buildings here, don't we? We punch this guy away. And then and I could swap him onto the fire. Wait. He's gonna slide backwards 1 tile. Which would do 1 damage if I could cause him to collide into something, but there's just no way. So in that case, let's just sidestep it. Don't bother anything. End the turn. Grab that bonus objective. Yeah, failed. Feels bad, but hey. We unlock the venting field. Let's go. Defend the robot factories. These usually spit out hostile robots, which could be pretty annoying. I wonder if they actually are combustible. And a nice time pot here. Oh my god, that's already 4 threats here. How do we handle this? The artillery is probably gonna be pretty important to knock enemies back here. If I do this, I essentially do a save. This shouldn't hit the time pod, right? Not damage. Actually, if I do this, the Mantis is not out of the picture. I'm just gonna punch the robot factory instead. Let's see if I do this instead. I will push the Mantis into the water, killing him instantly, and the Moth, if I move out of the way, will also miss its target, so that's the call here. And I'm gonna swap the Mantis onto the Rift here. And actually, do I do the Mantis? What's the turn order? If I instead punch this guy over there, he will kill the Mantis for me. I will have to collect the pot though, because otherwise it's gonna get crushed by this guy sliding backwards. Which will damage my my Science Mech quite a bit. It'll still be worth it. I have to do the artillery first though, otherwise I'm gonna screw my I'm gonna screw my Science Mech this way as well. Turn order, turn order. Okay, how do we do this? We punch him first. Then we move, and then we artillery, but then the Science Mech dies as well. If we instead use the swap, we swap to counter this. The artillery mech can't reach. The artillery mech could reach here. It could shoot this guy from here. So I move here to collect. I use the artillery mech. Wait, I use the artillery mech here. Slide this guy over. And then I've got these two guys not dealt with. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. No, I think the artillery mech has to shoot here. Oh man. Starting to overthink turns again. But I do want to keep that time pod for sure. I'm kind of debating whether it's worth it. Even kill the Science Mech for it. I can swap. Can I swap with the time pod? I could swap with the time pod. That is actually pretty interesting. Okay. I can swap the time pod out of the way instead. So I shoot. These two guys are countered. I punch. These guys are countered. And then I swap the time pod out of the way and I will take 1 damage. If I can swap the time pod, why not swap it into an even better position? Because there exists none. Actually here, yeah, I will take... I still will take the damage because I'm gonna be here in the end. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, shoot. Punch. And swap. Oh, it collects the time pod, it doesn't just... okay, then that works, that works. We take 1 damage from the bounce here. This guy is essentially dead. I'm gonna burn to death next turn. I don't have to deal with him. Another one of those robots has spawned. It's gonna shoot in a line. Oh, that is annoying. This guy we can't sidestep him. He's gonna bounce back and do damage that way. I could punch the moth to death if I punch it into something, right? Like so. No, that's not enough damage. So maybe artillery here again. I could just swap the moth out. If I do this, I can use the moth to block. This guy is dead. I could move here and punch this guy to death. And I would still have the artillery free. Means I could maybe stand here. And shoot this guy. Actually, what's the turn order? No, the moth is attacking first. That's the issue. The moth is attacking first and sliding back. If I wanted to do that, I have to push the moth 1 further tile. I don't think I can do that. I mean, this guy's trying to ignite me. That's fine. I can... 0 damage? No, it's 1 damage, but 0 because we are armored. If I somehow were able to get that moth here, that would be perfect. Alternatively, if I can't get the moth there... Just 1 tile shy, I could maybe swap this guy over, but that's not gonna happen. I feel like a punch here. Or an artillery shot here. This guy's dead. could just punch this robot and swap the moth out. And then the next turn is gonna be a little bit harder. And actually we will die. If I swap from here, the moth will bounce into me and kill me. I would have to swap from here. And then I could punch the moth. Like so. And blast the same tile here. Save. This guy's gonna burn to death. This guy's gonna do nothing and turn. Actually, igniting tiles here is kind of helpful to us. Okay, lots and lots of threats. Let's see. This is actually... Oh, this guy... No, this guy's only damaging the building because of bounce threat, right? Yeah. If we just step out of the way, we'll be fine here. This guy is shooting. I could just swap this moth in here and then try to bounce damage. Never mind. If I swap it over here, that would be fine. So this one has to be sidestepped. I do have to deal with this guy here, though. Punching him is not enough. This is actually breaking the ice instantly because of the fire, isn't it? And then he will drown. So that's a good call. This guy has to be artillery shelled then. This is a swap here. Fuck, I can't do that. Got the turn order wrong. Let's reset the turn. This would kill a pilot, unfortunately. I have to do this first. This wouldn't actually kill him. I just noticed as well. Would it even ignite him? Or are these guys fireproof? Doesn't say they are fireproof. I do see the ignition tile. Let me... It's the same here. So the fire damage isn't shown preemptively. So I move here. This should ignite him. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. I move here. This should drown him. Yep, there we go. And then afterwards, swap. Now he's missing. He's missing. Nobody else is on board. This guy's gonna burn. And turn. Okay, I just have to survive one more turn. Let's see. I can punch this moth to death at this point, and I can knock this moth away, actually. Is this guy shooting anything? Yeah. Can I, though? I mean, this is an easy swap if I have to. Artillery could shoot this tile. Or could just... I can't shoot this one, though. How do we deal with this moth? If I move here, it'll miss the target but bounce into the village. To move the artillery back, I can't reach that. Good for 1, 2, 3, 4. I could move over here if I get this guy out of the way first. So swap him. Then this moth is hitting here. I move here, I punch this guy. And after I've punched him... No. And I need to move it like so. Sliding backwards. Okay. Shoot. Punch. Miss, miss. I mean, I can't do anything. Let's see what happens. Couldn't fix it either way. It should be fine. Yep. Still gotta do a lot of shenanigans with movement and stuff because we don't have a good weapon yet. I hope maybe the Time Pod has one. Let's see, what do you get? Ice... Oh my god, the ice generator is busted. It's kinda ironic to play ice generator on the fire squad, right? And you get the ice generator. That means Abe has to go in there. Give it 2 uses. And then we need to power it up. Okay, let's move on. Technical garden. But now our swap mech actually serves another purpose and it's gonna be super strong. So far we still have to position ourselves correctly. And that's a bit annoying. Okay, let's see. Is the artillery able to get over there? No. 1 tile shy. Too bad. I could just swap this guy out of the way to get it into safety. Punch him here to kill him. Punch the moth. Punching the moth is not enough. If I do this, I would set the house on fire. I'm assuming that's actually gonna be not a good idea. How do we deal with the moth, mostly? And I can't even reach over there. If I use the artillery to free my science mech. The science mech, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't reach over there quite. If I use this guy to kill the Mantis though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And freeze. Or swap. Yeah, that would work. Would it actually though? Because I'm occupying the same space here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The freeze is only on the adjacent tiles at the moment. I could freeze the building instead. The turn after this one is gonna be super dire. Double threat here. Oh, he's freeing me. Nice. Okay, it means I can't repair here. Doesn't make a difference. I punch this guy, he's not dead. Punch this guy, he's burning, but over here instead. The issue is I have 3 enemies to deal with on only 2 units at the moment. Somehow get these guys to kill each other. If I punch this moth, it's gonna miss the target. If I punch this guy, it's gonna miss the target, but I think I'm gonna take 1 damage here. Guy can just leave. Do I even... Can I even use anything to defend here? Yeah, I can ignite this tile, which makes the moth miss. Then I take some damage later because this guy's gonna get knocked back. Which also knocks off the mites though. And that's not too bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the 1 damage here. Oh, the burning actually removes fire, removes the mites even though we're immune. Interesting. Well then, yeah, that's it. Okay, all mites removed. Got way too many enemies on the screen. 2 threats. Dodge. It's a dodge. 3. 4 threats. That's not good. That's not good at all. In doubt, I have to save this building here, of course. The artillery can do that. If I move here, I can freeze 2 enemies. This guy's a dodge. But then I can't reach these 2. If I want to stop these 2, actually only this one is attacking the building. But still, if I wanted to do that, I do this. This guy's gonna get pushed over here. This guy's gonna get bounced. Wouldn't even work. That wouldn't even work. This guy's not gonna get bounced off. So I have to shoot here instead. That causes this guy to slide off. He's number 7, which means the moth is irrelevant. And then I move the ice generator over here. And take the loss over here? Nah. Nah. Let's see, you can save the power plant. The artillery and the swapper. The swapper can stop 2 buildings, 3 buildings in total from being destroyed here. That's pretty important. Punchy mech here can't do either, unfortunately. Yeah, that's an issue, that's an issue. I think I'm just gonna let this guy hit. That's another point of damage. Don't see any other way, unfortunately. I'm actually freezing my mech here. That's... I hope I'm getting frozen, because if the fire immediately unfreezes me, I'm gonna take damage as well. Okay, there we go. Yeah, working out. This guy's gonna hit. It's unfortunate. This guy we're gonna burn. Oh, lucky resist there. Okay, let's see. This should be a little bit of an easier turn. Yeah, we're kind of stuck here. Our mech, we can just sidestep this, no problem. This guy's not even hitting anything. Honestly, maybe we should just leave things as they are here. There's no reason to do anything. I'm gonna sidestep this. No damage, no damage. We can't kill either, so end turn. These guys with the lack of arc damage currently, it's really important that we get burning on all enemies ASAP. Riflers with shield or freeze and defend both robots. We get something to freeze them with, we get a freeze tank, and we of course also have our freeze power, so let's do this mission here. Okay, that could be an easy freeze with our tank here. Could be an easy freeze just standing over here. And then the artillery can't reach, but the punchy mech can. Oh, this one's frozen. Is there a better position? Yeah, I could also freeze both with one shot, which is irrelevant because I have a freeze tank, and then I'm not gonna get defrosted. Yeah, let's do it like this. Touch him. Let's get this guy a little bit closer. Both frozen, and let's ignite this tile here for later. Okay, enemy Scion dying in a turn. I could swap him on, then he's pretty much insta-dead. If I punch this guy, he's gonna unfreeze the robot. I wonder if that's actually screwing with my objective here. Alternatively, if I shoot this tile here, I'm gonna ignite any new spawns, and then I can maybe kill this guy here instantly. Let me see, that's 1 less health, 2 damage, 1 burn. He should be dead. Actually, he's not, because the Scion isn't gonna die after I pushed him away. Damn it. In that case, I mean, I do have... Actually, I'm gonna punch him back, so that's fine. I'm just gonna punch him back. He's gonna die in 2 turns. This guy's also gonna die in 2 turns. And I'm just gonna stand here. Move the ice tank a little bit closer. Yeah. Okay, punch the moth here. This guy's dead. Ignore him. This guy is not really attacking anything important. I can just stand here and freeze. To actually keep this guy alive, I think. What's the attack? Oh, the emerges happen afterwards. So if I just step off, the moth will block for me. That's even better. I can swap this guy off, which is irrelevant because he's dead either way. Move here, swap the moth out of the way. Yeah, that's a good call. Swap the moth out. This moth is missing. This guy's burning and dead. This guy's burning and dead. The ice tank is... Let's move him out of the way. Swap you. Punch you. You're gonna burn to death. Actually, all of these guys are dead and this moth is gonna block the final spawn. It's actually hitting. It's actually hitting the building. No, it's not gonna hit the buildings because it's attacking before it's sliding. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yep. Could have maybe ignited this tile here, honestly. Just remembering that. But it doesn't matter. Yep, because the moth is blocking and we can kill this turn, right? Moth is actually pretty agile. It outrun me quite a bit. If I just move here and burn his tile, he's not gonna drown because he's a moth, he can fly, but I can push him back. Yeah, it's gonna bounce. Is that gonna be important? Can I get this moth to die? I don't think so. This flamethrower tank is too slow, I can't reach it. I could freeze the moth, it doesn't matter at this point. Okay, here comes the boss. Oh, really important to get this guy ignited first turn. He has such a large health pool. We also need some help from enemies hitting him. Okay, how do we do this? How do we do this? This guy is super in the way, unfortunately. The move here can get him out of the way. Gonna be here, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can't reach the enemy boss here in time. Move him over here and swap him away. Delay him for a bit. Maybe here. We need to ignite him pretty much instantly or he's gonna survive until the end. Could just swap this mantis away, but that would still leave my flame mech stuck. If I move here, I can ignite him at the cost of 3 damage. No. That could be an interesting move here. Push him away, soften up the mantis, which is essentially in kill range then. just need to kill the Scion as well. Still, our Primac is gonna be stuck here. I can punch you. If I punch you now, you're actually gonna block the spawn instead, which would even be better. Yeah, I think I'm gonna punch you. Knock you to the side. Stop you out. Can I somehow do both? And, the issue is if I do this, the Scion's gonna be damaged, and then the punch, he's gonna die from the burn actually. And he won't be blocking the spawn. Which will kill the... Mantis. And then I've got this guy here free, maybe to block a spawn. Yeah, that's probably better then. Like so. Gonna block that spawn, I'm gonna block this spawn, but he's gonna burn to death, which cancels the Mantis. Okay, this turn for sure we have to ignite that enemy champion. Just punch this guy here. And I could also swap him onto do fire. Would be pretty decent. Actually, then he's gonna attack me for 1, which is mitigated, that's fine. And then I just ignite you and punch you away. There, then stop you. Oh, he's knocking. Fuck. Didn't realize these guys knock, but yeah, I should have. I'm gonna take the 1 damage here, I think. Yeah. Well, the champion at least is on time to burn out at this point. Okay, move in. I punch the... What are you targeting? Oh, this is bad. Too many enemies targeting critical units here. 2, 3, 4 threats. Only have 2 units and we can't even move. If I do this, the tower takes damage, yeah. We do this. The Mantis is at least dead and I'm free. This guy's gonna ignite, but he's not gonna burn out. He's not in time. If I use you to punch the boss away 1 more turn, I can insta-kill you. And I still have 2 threats left. I need to find a perfect spot for this artillery, I think. Actually, if I shoot this, I mitigate 1 damage and use a bounce damage to kill the Mantis. Yeah. Move you to here. That kills. Next turn he's dead. And then I can rush over here and swap you out. Actually, I still haven't dealt with you. Or you. I still have 2 issues to deal with at this point. He's gonna be dead. He's not, and they are... this one is. They would have 3 threats left. And this one is the only option here at this point. Make another damage. I don't see a better way, unfortunately, I think. His health. Moving in here bounces me into the building. Will only kill the mantis, won't damage the beetle here, and he's gonna hit the corporate tower and kills it. Move over here. Knocks the champion away, does nothing else. Then I could move here, punch this guy, stop him from hurting the corporate tower. Boss is still alive, these two still alive. I think I'm gonna take the 1 damage again. In that case I don't even have to take self damage here. So I'm gonna just punch... Wait, let's reset all movements. Yeah. I'm gonna punch this guy. I can't shoot this actually. Yeah, that would kill the corporate tower. I have to bounce myself. The ice generator would only freeze this tile here. And I can't just face tank this guy. Actually, if I repair, I can. But then this is threatened and I have to push him down, then he would bounce into me and then we would die. So I think the least amount of damage I take here is this move. Kills him, freeze my bot. Now we still have to deal with the corporate tower. And that we do by just swapping him out. This guy can tank. Not gonna take any damage. There, and then he's gonna slide back, which doesn't matter. This guy's dead, the champion is dead, these guys... Oh, I just noticed I pushed him onto... We're gonna take 2 damage. Damn it. Getting lucky on these resists. But definitely, again, I need more firepower here. I mean, fire is fine, but that's not powerful. Okay, last turn, let's see. This guy is irrelevant, I can ignore him. This guy I can swap out if I have to. This guy is an easy burn. Burn and push. Mantis is dead. Moth will miss the target. This guy is gonna get... Actually, you know what? I can do this. No, I can't, because I can't punch him afterwards. I would have to punch him into the village. Or I would have to punch him into my mech and kill him. This swapping is much more limited than I initially thought. I could still freeze stuff, but at this point it doesn't really matter. Drop him out just over here, I guess. And punch him into the mountain. I'm gonna slide backwards, but the backwards slide does not push, right? I don't think so. Okay, he's gonna be dead as well. This guy is fine, this guy's fine, this guy's fine. And turn. Okay, let's grab a good weapon here now. Spend your reputation. Oh, the tanks. Shield tanks though only. Hydraulic legs. Leap to a tile, damaging self and adjacent tiles. Self damage 1. I think we would mitigate that because of our armor, but the damage could do 3 damage in the end. And it's not super usable. There are quite a few cases where you would push enemies into buildings and you can't use it at all. I don't think that's gonna be a good call. I guess I'm just gonna upgrade my reactor core and rely on the ice generator for now. +1 size. I'm gonna keep that other core around for now. Backburn. Okay, lights the tile behind you on fire as well. Damage could be okay, but 3 power for that. Plus 1 range. Ignites 2 tiles. And there are certain use cases for this, but probably gonna get this next after we get the extra increase on the ice generator. I have to rely on that for now. Put power back. Leave island. Let's just go here. Downtown, high threat. Kill 4 enemies with acid. This is actually not too good, I think, because acid doesn't matter. Considering the burning damage here. Maybe I should have skipped this mission, honestly. Can swap that, make the Hornet kill the blob. Yeah. Oh, what's this guy? Smoldering fire. That's actually not too bad. I kinda wanna keep him alive, maybe even. Can I ignite this guy somehow? Could move here, ignite my own tile, push everyone away. This guy's gonna miss. This guy... I'm gonna apply just some acid. If I apply acid here, does it count? It says 4 enemies, but I might not count the blob. Stay somewhere, killing the dog, kill it first to stop it. I'm gonna play under the assumption that the acid works on the blob, because that's an easy kill here. Reset everything? No, I can't reset this one. Buy some acid. Push everyone back. Pop you out, the Hornet's gonna get you. This guy's irrelevant for now. I'm gonna punch you onto here. Blocking and killing, essentially. And we're done. Yep, that did count. What's that Mantis doing? Nothing. Okay, let's see. It would knock me. Then I could get this guy in range and kill. Just freeze here. It's just gonna be... I'm gonna be unfrozen next turn. If I move here... I'm gonna freeze 2 buildings. Blob's gonna just explode. That tile where I can stand and protect and get exploded on by the blob. I don't think so. This seems like a good call here, freezing the entire area. So yeah, we ignite this. We take 1 damage from the knock here, that's fine. Then we apply acid and we insta-kill you. And here comes the freeze. That's perfectly fine. Well, now it's not so much. If I do this, I knock myself into the blob there, which will unfreeze me and the blob. I'm not sure if the blob goes boom instantly after that. But I could swap the Mantis out. And then here... I mean, I could just punch this Mantis, freeze up this guy, I shoot an acid on you. Yeah, that seems like the best course of action, maybe? Okay, he doesn't go boom yet. This blob is gonna burn. I can actually ignore this Mantis if I wanted to for now. and freeze the blobber here. Can't make it on top of one of these tiles, unfortunately. Swapping him is useless. I can swap this guy out instead on here, then he's gonna die to the burning. Acid you up. This is the last turn, maybe even sacrifice the tank, but then I can't punch. I can still punch you. I don't have to sacrifice you, really. Move you here. Move you here. Swap these. Going to the left, yeah. It doesn't matter where you attack, you're gonna burn. Acid up. And punch you once. Okay, now the blob goes boom again, that's fine, we can just tank this. Let's see. I punch you into the wall, that doesn't make a difference. I can punch you. Maybe it does if I do this. Bop you over here. Not gonna hit anything. Ignite and kill. Let's move the tank out of the way, because I can. I'm gonna take the explosion damage here. 2 damage, I can tank that. Could even tank it with the artillery, but I don't have to. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I have to actually. And then I can't. Ignite the Mantis. It's actually a little bit more complicated than I initially assumed here. So this Mantis is doing 3 damage. This guy is not even attacking. The Mantis has to die. I can just punch the Mantis. Yeah. And just sidestep this. Or I could just burn the blob. Would have done that before, probably. Let's burn this one. That, I'm gonna tank the 2 damage here. Would have been 3 damage and just noticed because of the armor it was only 2, so I couldn't have tanked it with the artillery. Good thing I moved out. Masochist. That's 2 when not at full health. Okay, high threat detector, destroy the acid vats and protect the defense lab. That's the extra core we need for our ice generator to become full powered. That's an easy dodge. That's another dodge. I could just punch this vat on top of the spawn tile and enemies incoming would be acided up, but I think punching this guy into the water is pretty important as well here. This is an easy move and burn. I'd step this. I can actually maybe swap it onto the water. Or I move here and do a mega freeze. That will freeze the blob up, and yeah, that's probably better. Stand here. No, stand here. Move here, so we can punch this into the water. I'm actually gonna freeze myself, aren't I? Okay, so I need to... This is gonna freeze up the acid vat. I'm gonna push it into the water, which is no longer gonna be water, never mind. Okay. Maybe a little bit more complicated than I thought. I'll punch this guy. freeze here would also do it. Or just swap this guy on top of here. Move here, swapping on. And then the artillery can move here and kill you. And push you on into the blob there as well. That's pretty nice. I wonder if I should leave this guy here alive. Because every enemy that dies leaves a patch of burning. But it also makes them immune to burning. I just realized that. A little bit too late for these guys. Whoops. So yeah, he has to die ASAP, honestly. If I just swap him on here now, the Mantis will finally die to burning. But I'm kinda trapped here, so might as well just punch him. Move here, knock this guy off. Move here, knock myself into the Mantis, killing him. This also actually knocks the Mantis off of me. He's killing the vat for me then. No, he's not. He's gonna burn out, hopefully. Only if I do this. Okay, so then the Mantis kills the vat for me. And then after the enemies emerge, the Mantis will die. Okay, yeah, that seems good. How do we do this? Ignite him? The ranged wouldn't be too bad either to get here. Noticing some tactical potential for it. Or just start punching these vats here, because we won't be having many more turns. I wonder if actually if I push the vat, I think if they die, they leave a hole. Yeah, if I push that on top of one of these tiles, on one of these spawn tiles and kill it there, it should probably remove it, right? Be interesting. So, can't do it now. But with a swapper, maybe? Maybe next turn, then. And prepared like so. Ignite this. But this spawn tile is gonna be gone at this point. Doesn't matter. If I do this, I would take some damage. I think I can do that on the artillery. It's durable enough for now, plus it's gonna get some movement speed. Kills the vat for me, he's gonna die, and then the Mantis is essentially dead next turn for free. Except when he roots me. Can swap that Mantis into the water. I can... Let's see, what's the damage here? I can move here and kill both of them. Yeah, they're both dead. How do we handle this situation? Like so, probably. Knock him into me. They're both dead. Swap the Mantis into the water. And knock this guy into me. Still have to deal with one acid vat here. How do we deal with the acid vat in time? This we can dodge, this we can dodge. So ignite it? Or do we push it into the water? Not sure if ignition. We don't have time to ignite it actually. We have to push it. They might not make it over there. But he won't. The mech might. So if I move here and I push it one tile to here, I can swap it. That's the two acid vats. And then this guy, I'm just gonna punch him to his doom. He's not gonna die. Okay, promotion and +1 mech reactor for free. That is actually not too bad at the moment. Gives me the free upgrade on the range here. In 3 range. Kinda looks like 2 range as well. Guess the little video here is not correct. Let's see. We do have 2 extra reactors though. Really time to get that ice generator going. Okay. It'll help us out quite a bit, I'm assuming. A disposal vault. Destroy the acid storm controller and end battle with less than 4 mech damage. I'm just gonna freeze up all of these enemies now. Stop webbing me up, man. Yeah, that's an insta-kill if I let him. Blob's gonna be an issue. I can punch him away from me. I could just swap the Mantis away, and I don't really have a good target here with the artillery. I might just push the Mantis away, freeing up this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. Freeze 2 enemies. And I'm gonna get unfrozen for free next turn. We can punch the... Yeah, I think that's the best turn here. Even freezes the Mantis over there, and that's pretty nice. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna ignite this. It should burn out by the end of the battle. We're kind of a little bit trapped here. I need to circle around. Doesn't matter. We're stuck into that acid tile there. Let's block 1 spawn. Actually, you know what? Why don't you block it for me? Okay, interesting. Move there. Gonna kill his own Mantis. I can just leave him there. Block this. Burn you. Are we in time? I think so. Anyway, attack order. You're going first. Freeze him. You're gonna kill him. I can just stay here. Works for me. Let's move the artillery a little bit closer. Honestly, we don't have to. I'm gonna move it over here. Can also use this line here as an artillery position. Thanks for that. I can just swap the Mantis and leave fire here for free. So, then do we do the double flamethrower? Would that bounce the enemies into each other? Or does it only bounce the final target? Let's find out. Only bounces the final target, okay. Interesting. And it just ignites everything in between. I wonder... let's... damages units already on fire, so you can do multiple damages. I guess, yeah, we're done here. controller done, and not enough damage. Total site C. Defend the VIPs. Oh, we don't really have a good line to artillery fire, except maybe here. This one's awful. This one's awful. I guess I'm gonna keep the artillery close-ish. You probably can just freeze these VIPs, right? If all the enemies stack up nicely here at the start. Like so, yeah. Maybe I get a nice rift. But even if I don't, I'm gonna move here. The Omega freeze. Let's see. Let's just get our other units out of the way. One can't. It doesn't actually matter at this point. I can just repair them out. Oh, the VIPs can hit the gas. Near empty gas tank only allows for 2 move actions. Okay, I mean, I've got them frozen now, they're pretty durable. Not that block though. That block can't be left standing. Unfortunately, I don't really have a good choice. Actually, I do, the flamethrower. Then I can push you here. I'm not gonna free the... I'm gonna free an enemy, though. This guy onto the acid. Softening up. We don't really have any damage at the moment. If I do this, I would free up the VIP and enemy. If I do this, I just ignite the wasp. And he's freeing the VIP for me. That could be okay. Actually, I kind of forgot about that knockback. It's even better then. The VIP is safe, nobody's gonna get hurt, the blob is not gonna hit anything. This guy has to free himself here now. And then the VIPs are still frozen. Both wasps here are irrelevant, they die. Gonna free up the VIP for me. Actually nothing's spawning this turn, so if I just freeze the entire board here, should be fine. We'll lose out on some experience from the wasps dying, but I think that's fine. Just freeze all of them. Gonna free ourselves here and turn. There's nothing spawning. We are done. That's so stupid. We're playing the fire mechs and we're just freezing everyone up. Okay, time pot. What do we get? Is a weapon? Nope, just a core. Boss. +1 range. +2 range. The +1 range could be pretty valuable, but I think I want to replace a teleporter with a consumable at some point anyway. Backburn, I don't think that's gonna be super valuable. Movement on this mech could be decent. As it makes room for a decent weapon later. Corporate HQ. Artillery line is here. What exactly is this guy doing here? just attacking all the tiles, okay? Burn immune at the moment, so I gotta kill you. If I punch this guy... Doesn't matter which direction I punch him, I will take damage. Unless I punch him back, actually. Like by shooting here, for example. Or I could move here and swap him onto there. The extra movement, we can make it over here. We would get acided. I do have to kill this guy here fast, though. Ignite. Ignite. Whop. It's my best first turn here for now. Gonna take some damage now, it's mitigated, that's fine. Ignite. Oh, he's not gonna die this turn. Because of the passive still being active. Fuck. Do we reset this? That's 2 damage. Yeah. Should have pushed the Mantis instead. If we're opting for pushing anyway, no, I don't want to take the artillery damage there. There. Actually, he would have died. It would have been fine because of the knockback here. This guy is gonna take damage and die. I didn't have to reset there. It was perfectly fine. Hope I won't regret not having my reset later. Or this Mantis actually being alive in the end. I could just freeze this guy, break myself out. Artillery this Mantis and punch this guy back. Finally ignite him. Would be more damage possible on this guy if I had killed the Mantis earlier, of course. Then I could have just used the artillery to ignite him. Or push him into a rock. Anything. Okay, so I can't ignite 2 tiles and push him. I have to do this. Artillery has to do this. And then here I'm just gonna... Why do I not get a snowman preview here? There we go. I was a little bit worried there for a second. Do we freeze him? I could have actually... Yeah, in hindsight I could have also swapped him into the water, huh? Let's use one of our freezes here. That'll block a spawn as well. Okay, easy push to the right. Oh, how do we deal with this situation though? I think I want to keep one more freeze ready, because there's a lot of spawns incoming. And teleport you. Burn you, and then punch you. Okay, as long as I don't freeze the leader here at this point, I should be fine. So I move here, freeze everything but the leader. He's gonna burn out, and this guy can just punch into the water. Yeah, he's gonna die. And the artillery doesn't even have to do anything. This freezing power is still, even without the network shielding, is so strong, man. Okay, what do we get? Kai. Mech is boosted if full health, otherwise -1 move. That could actually be pretty decent. Put him into the artillery. Full tank. Any class weapon. +2 health and flying. Interesting. Getting 2 pull tanks on the field. Some extra damage on the artillery, essentially. Or any damage on the artillery. Wait. Wait means not skip, right? Oh, but I can't check the store first. Okay, that's the issue. I wanted to see if I could get another weapon. I guess I'm gonna take the pilot for now. Okay, let's see. White Shocker? Nope. Blood Drill. This is per battle. Any class. Convert any liquid tile to a hole, spreading the liquid to adjacent tiles. Powerful attack that damages a large area. This is per battle. +1 use and plus damage. That could be okay. Doing this, and then I would have to also... Oh, no, that wouldn't work. I can't put Abe here in there. But it would give us some really needed damage. Since it doesn't have to be powered, I'm gonna snatch this up as an option. Pull it in. And also Kai into here for health, and then boosted, which means extra damage. I think it should also give our artillery now some damage, and this is actually gonna be pretty potent. Then if we sell this guy and buy 3 cores, let's spend these. I don't think the range is gonna be important, especially considering that it only does the push on 1 enemy. I probably want to get 1 use and maybe extra damage as well. 1 use for sure. Teleport is not super important. I guess I'm gonna get the extra damage here. Yeah. Now our artillery does some serious damage if I want to. And let's go. RST Corporation. Should maybe think about going for a lower island run, maybe. Considering our team is not the best at the moment. We're really lacking damage and the enemies are scaling up faster than we are. That's the region guy, right? Yep. This one we can dodge. I could do the smoke blocking. That's a bit annoying. And we're webbed up as well. Oh, that's super annoying, man. Just do this. I could punch this guy off. I essentially have to get rid of you, though. And I don't have damage at the moment. We just go for an immediate freeze here and just freeze the whole situation. Like this. Freeze up everyone. Try next turn. What do I do with you? I could shoot first. No, I can't because I'm smoked. Smoked and webbed. But if I move here and punch you, then I'm no longer webbed. I can move you and do at least something with the artillery for this turn. maybe ignite a tile or something. But where? Alternatively, these two guys are doing nothing here. I think this is a good freeze though. If I move here, I don't think I can do anything really great, so I'm just gonna ignite a random tile here, or maybe this guy. And that could be a good call. No, he's gonna be frozen. Actually, I can push this guy. Okay, yeah, that's better. Push him over there and freeze him up as well. Like so. It's fine, I can just do myself. Get these guys in position now. Ignite here. Free myself up. And you know what? Ignite this tile. That's so annoying. Okay, that means we can kill him here and there. Pretty good. Since no more enemies will be spawning after this turn, just freeze them all here at this point. Insta-kill this guy. And kill you. There's some damage, but it's fine. Yep. And turn, let me check. Defend, defend, defend. Here we go, no damage. Alright, time pot, let's see. Oh, there we go. Laser. Unfortunately, I think that's the worst laser of them all. The one that does lower damage the closer you are. I like the one that does more damage the closer you are. Especially the one that can bend is really good. But it is an option. I have a think about it. Do we still want to keep the flame shield? Is it actually even worth it to slot? Ally immune, no max damage. How often do you line up enemies like that? It is gonna be mostly a one damage laser. I'm maybe not even gonna slot this one. Ice generator is key. Heavy artillery I'm gonna keep. Vulcan artillery. I might wanna think about maybe dropping this for something else at some point. I don't know. Something better. But at the moment, since this is limited, I can't. I'm not gonna use this laser here. Unfortunately, not that good. Kill at least 7 enemies. I'm gonna dodge these kill at least that amount of enemies missions. You just don't have the kill potential here with this squad. Again, that's the best line, so leave the artillery close by. We're just gonna block off the path here. Gonna get a weapon. Yeah, that's okay, not too bad. Let's see then. I could just use my artillery here for once. Kills these two. Is there a better angle? I don't think so. I kinda wanna stay on this line here actually. Maybe I just ignite one of these tiles. And these are so easily sidestepped. I can port this guy onto it. Killing him in 2 turns essentially. And then here I can face tank this. There's no knockback. Or I could I can't kill though. Unless I bounce it into me. Then I can ignite these two guys at the same time. Is that worth it, 1 damage? probably. In hindsight, I would knock this guy towards my artillery and cause it to die, so I have to do it this way. And then swap you onto here. This guy's essentially dead. No, he's not because of the region. This is gonna be the freeze turn, maybe? What's the option here? Since I'm rooted, I freeze essentially everyone. This guy has to be pushed aside. Since the mech is rooted here already, I can just freeze and repair. Oh, I can't, because the smoke is still blocking the repair here. I might have just done a mistake there. For now, just push this guy off of me here. Do we do damage? I don't wanna risk that. Just gonna push him to the side for now. How do we do this? Kinda screwed, aren't we? I have to somehow free this guy in a turn. Can't do it this turn. Big spawns incoming. If I repair, I take damage. 1 damage. I can actually block that. Is there a way where I can... just with you knock this guy towards me, cancel the attack with smoke, or I just use the super heavy attack here to free a ton of enemies. If I do this, I kill and I free my ice mech again. I can move a little bit closer. I think that might be the play. Kill him. What was the range here again? +2, that's 1, 2, 3. So if I move here, which I can't because I'm blocked. Quite tricky here. Didn't anticipate the smoke there. Didn't calculate the smoke there. So for now, I guess I'm just gonna delay 1 more turn. Knock this guy into the smoke here. Gonna use the enemy to unfreeze me there. I'm just gonna end the turn again. I have to do a lot next turn. Removing mites, stopping all enemies here. Okay, that's an easy sidestep. That's an easy ignore. 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 Okay. Enemies were very cooperative, which is nice. Let's see. I just need to move out of the way. Why does that heal 2? Why does that heal 2? Doesn't matter for now. Let's see. I could just freeze these guys again if I wanted to. It doesn't matter, but let's do it. Yeah, this guy can't do anything. Game doesn't even ask me if I want to end the turn. Frozen and smoked at the same time is essentially doomed. Do not kill the volatile Vec, which we can freeze and protect the clinic. Yeah, easy. Okay, let's see. Then I could punch away. I mean, this one is completely irrelevant. I can just collect if I wanted to. If I move here, can ignite this guy as well. Or I could just outright kill him instantly. I can't wrap around here though. That's an issue. That's not the play. Move back here. Actually, can I get an angle? Don't think so. So there's an issue here. What if I do this instead? Swap you, then you're gonna damage me. Swap you here. Ignite and punch. To do it in a specific order again. So collect, ignite, punch you to death, and then swap you out. Okay. That's not good. This feels like a freeze in the north. I can actually make it over there. This guy's actually blocking my path. No, we can fly. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, I move here. I freeze a lot of stuff, yeah. Including the volatile Vec, which is pretty important. I have to unfreeze myself here. I'm not smoked. Keep that in mind, okay. Tank this, I guess. I mean, I can just stand here and punch him from range. That's one extra tile. Use all of this and be yourself. This guy is dead now. Trying to free the volatile Vec, huh? Okay. I just blast this guy if I wanted to, and then stop this guy from freeing. He's gonna burn to death before he can do the damage, so that's fine. Punch him so he doesn't free. And then unfreeze yourself. Turn. Do we need to do anything else but freezing? I mean, we can swap this guy, free up the artillery, and then punch him. We might be able to kill, actually, yeah. Swap this guy out. Knock him off of me. Move in and use the artillery to finish him. Right, what do you get? Maybe finally a decent weapon. Ooh, any class. Call in an airstrike on a single target anywhere on the map. Damage 1 uses per battle. Okay, that's not too strong. Is it better than a teleporter? Pretty bad, actually. Better than the artillery. If it was unlimited, it wasn't. But with only one use, or if it had maybe even 2 or 3 uses, I would thought this over the Vulcan artillery, but at the moment, with only 1 use, 1 damage, that's pretty poor. Would be 2 damage though with this guy. Open for the Vulcan artillery. I might regret this. Eventually have 3 attacks and then I'm all out of ammo. I can't do that. Put it on teleporter instead? There's some utility we're gonna lose. Or potential of 1 damage. I don't think so, honestly. Let's see. Destroy 2 Vexax. Protect the old Earth bar. And the train, protect the Copeland. I think we can do this. Yeah, disgusting. We could just immediately freeze this here and have to... Actually, no, we're not. We're just gonna immediately blast this. They stacked up way too hard. Yep. All that. Okay, so what do we do here? If I swap this guy, he's gonna kill the Exec for me. They're gonna do 1 damage on me. And we do have to get rid of these rocks at some point. Or we just freeze the train at some point. It is an option, I think. Get this guy moving over here. Alternative would be to freeze everything here, but I think I want to freeze next turn so we can get the train stopped. Yeah. I should have ignited these 2 tiles here anyway. Okay, the train will crash next turn unless we freeze him. That's perfect. And then we just need to deal with you. That's the issue, huh? No, it's not. They'll have to freeze the train or it crashes. And we have 1 enemy for the final turn. Going for the train. We can mostly ignore him. I'm just gonna freeze him. I don't have any heavy artillery anymore. I can't kill him this turn. Just freeze him. Consider the train protected. Somehow. Three cores available and nothing to really use them on, huh? Extra range here, I don't think that's gonna be valuable. Some damage on the Vulcan artillery. I'm gonna keep these cores around. I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference for the final mission here. I'm gonna hope for some decent weapons. That's not too bad. I can move over here. Not a kill because he's armored, unfortunately. Well, maybe it is an issue then. If I move here, I can freeze the entire squad. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Also gonna do some damage here though. Regions ticking in. Okay, that's an ignore for this turn. Let's see, we need to deal with the enemy boss here, I think. enemies from spawning in as well. I move here, I'm gonna teleswap him. I'm gonna move here, I'm gonna punch him over there, ignite him. It does not make a difference at all. Do I just barrage him to death here? I think it's worth it, honestly, to get rid of the champ. And then I swap this guy over. So I don't have to take damage. Okay, that's an easy move here, heal up first, and freeze the entire area. Move this guy into the middle position. I don't think it makes a difference because no enemy will spawn. Champ is dead. We win. This ice generator is busted, honestly. So strong. I wonder if there's an ice generator themed team. Perfect strategy. Collect 10 perfect island rewards. Nice. Ghana requires 1 power. Deploy anywhere on the map, damaging adjacent enemies. Ooh, that could be interesting. Okay, but it's only one. It's an advantage for one. Network shielding, of course. I mean, is there a reason not to go for this? Really, there isn't. This will make it so that I don't even freeze myself anymore. Although it wasn't too much of an issue at the moment, huh? I'm gonna grab it as an option. Okay, let's see what we get. Artillery with potential to launch multiple small projectiles. What does that even mean? It's 1 damage and pushes them back. Plus 2 tiles. Rebounding volley. And then bounce to an additional target. Okay, so it's hitting 2 in a row. Damage target creating a friendly robot spider on kill. 1 damage, which is actually 2. And then it spawns a suicidal spider. Interesting. Or push all adjacent tiles. This is not limited. This might be interesting. It does 1 damage, 2 with our current pilot. We can upgrade it. The acidic doesn't seem to be super important. On the other hand, this is 2 damage, 3 with our current pilot. I wonder how the bouncing works. Is it just adjacent? I would have to know how exactly this works to really estimate it. And now this is a cell. This is a cell. Target creating a friendly robot spider on kill. So does suicidal... it rams into an enemy essentially. Only on a kill. Could be valuable. That's more damage. So the Arachnoid Injector seems more fun. The rebounding volley could be stronger, but I'm not too sure how exactly it works. I think I'm just gonna grab this to see how it works, essentially. Plus micro artillery. What exactly is this? Plus 1 damage? It's the weakest of them all. But a potential to launch multiple small projectiles. What does that even mean? I'm gonna grab the rebounding. Lock this in. Let's actually check something out here. I never clicked the test mech button. Let me do this. So it does seem to be in a row. always 2. Okay. Okay, I get it. Done testing. +1 damage. So 3 damage, that could be decent. And then, okay, we always also have to bounce. So building immune could be pretty important there. One didn't have to be powered. I think there's this one. That might actually be... Nah, I'm gonna stick with the rebounding. Reactor cores. Let's see. Let's actually get some upgrades here then. Let's get the damage in. We go full damage on our artillery. Let's sell the Vulcan. I think the science mech is in a decent state. Teleporter is not super important. I could upgrade this. This guy here is in a really bad state though. I definitely want to get some better weapons for him. These are all range class, science class. Nope, not applicable. Let's just grab your reactor cores. Let's install one extra here. I think the extra range could be decent in certain scenarios, so let's grab that. Extra range here is kind of useless, so I don't. Do I grab the extra health? I don't think so, honestly. Building immune. Oh, 1 core. We've got enough cores at the moment. Full upgrade here. Let's go. Let's leave island. Do we go for a 3 island victory here? Or do we risk it and go for 4? Ah, no risk, no fun. Let's go. Bad repairs. Ooh, this is actually pretty bad. It's actually extremely bad because of our specific pilot we have there. Why I want to dodge this? It is a core. I'm going for the perfect island bonus here. If I lose it along the way, I'm gonna do it. But for now, let's do this mission instead. Okay, he's dead. This Cyan was shell. All okay, armor reduction. He has to die. Let's move 1 tile here. I can just barrage all of these guys at the same time. Some serious damage that way. This guy can ignore. This guy can actually kinda ignore. How much damage is he doing? 3. Just let the shield block that. This guy is an issue. It's 3 damage there as well. Unless I flank him and move him somewhere. Just where? And I could also just move in and freeze them. He's gonna die in a few turns by the tidal wave. I'll do the ignition here. On him, he's gonna take some bounce damage and die. I think that's the key. If I move 1 tile closer, there's no real reason. Just gonna get myself killed from the artillery barrage. Oh no, he's not gonna die because of the armor shielding. Can I kill him somehow? He's gonna die because of the burning. He's dead, thanks to burning, even though he threatens to murder me instead. That's fine, let's move here. With the extended teleport range, I can actually do this. And end turn. He's targeting himself there. If I just move out of the way. This guy is dead again. So sidestep. Block this tile. Can I block more somehow? don't think so. I just let this guy hit himself there. And I'm just gonna no, I can't ignite anymore because I don't have an ignition shot anymore. But keep in mind that I now have a rebounding volley thingy here, which is not too low damage either. And turn. Okay, let's see. I can just port this guy into here. Rebound that guy. Okay, and I can even... Okay, and then I just target another tile along the line. Okay, yeah, I see how it works. You know what? Just push him into the water already. Okay, promotion, what do we get? Adrenaline, 1 move per Vec killed in battle. Could be okay, could be okay. Block Vec spawning 3 times, that's working fine for us, let's do it. Let's see, yeah, move him close here, he's gonna bait some enemies. The artillery somewhere here, I guess, and bait some enemies here, I guess. Probably just a bill. Okay. Lots of enemies killed themselves there, which is nice. Now, how do we handle this situation? I guess I'm just gonna move here and fire a big one. Okay, let's get to blocking. That's 2 blocks. He kills himself. I can probably rebound artillery this guy here. Yeah, that's actually quite easy. So I think the making buildings immune is not gonna be important on this. Because we can just target not a building. It's not auto-targeting like I initially assumed. Okay, let's do some damage here, actually. Still not enough. Might as well. And then I'm just gonna freeze the situation up. Ooh, will that kill the pod? Can't move this guy anymore because I repaired. Considering that this guy's about to kill, and I don't know if it kills the pod if I do the freeze on it, I'm just gonna do it like so. It'll spawn 1 extra enemy, but it secures the pod. Does the building immune also apply to the bouncing of the enemies? Because then it might be valuable. Oh no, don't hit this guy. Just stop it. Just end turn. Okay, what do you get? Brute class weapon. That's for tanks, which you don't have. Ice exploding projectile that explodes on contact, damaging and pushing nearby tiles. Building's immune, but on the video it's already immune. Yeah, that's kind of useless. Hometown, let's go. Do not let the volatile Vec die, so... Get the science mech close. Another pod. Showering pods today here. Okay, that's an easy move here. Go here, freeze all of them. The pod. I do have a reset turn. It does not damage the pod. Good to know. Put one tile away. Bounce them up. Then I guess you can just move in. Let the artillery do the damage. That would damage me from the bounce, so... What if I moved away? Like that. Bouncing artillery is actually pretty useful here. And there we go. Let's just repair this. And turn. We got one enemy, actually two enemies to deal with in the final turn. But we still have one freeze left if we need it. That's an easy bounce again. Actually do a trick bounce here. This one bounces over here and this one... Okay, and then we can only... Okay, never mind. We can't do it like so. So we do this. And bounces this one over. It frees nobody. Not like it really matters. And then I can grapple this guy into the fire here. And knock him into me for another kill. Requires 2 power. Max can act twice if it does not move. That could be super potent for the artillery. Plus 1 mech move. Or for the ice mech. This guy kinda useless. No, this guy has to be Ave for sure. The arrogant boost is super important here, I think, for the extra damage. What if I put him here? Can act twice if you don't move. Doesn't seem to be too strong, but better than nothing. Would require a few power though. Yeah, especially since this guy gives 1 mech reactor for free. We do have enough cores, so let's install all the cores here. We don't want to move anymore either, right? Yeah. Connect twice if we don't move. So let's give him some health. Maybe he has to tank at that point. Restoration, take less than 3 and destroy the dam. We can do that. Well then, let's see. This guy Okay, do I not move here? Nah, I have to move, unfortunately. If I were to... I want to do a big bomb at some point here. This could be dodged, or I can just move here and freeze. Also freezes, it actually freezes the entire map, which gives me a lot more options. Let's do this. Also freezes the dam, okay. But now I'm gonna move here and double shot the dam. That's a great first turn. Let's actually, nobody's even spawning at this point anymore. Let's just move here and turn. Block this spawn, block that spawn, move in position and turn. Can swap this guy over or can swap him into the water. Let's see, I can attack twice now. Haha. Can ignite this. Do this. Actually. Wait, that ignites him. And then I can do 3 more damage. Alright, 3 more damage. He's dead if I do this. Swap you over. Or block or... Guy seems to be not really able to shoot anything important here, so... Can I do something better even? I don't think so. Let's do this. Be over. Pause a block. Or do I just shoot and shoot to kill here? That bounces him to the water. Okay, never mind. I didn't quite realize that. Means that pretty much anything that's not flying over here can be one-shot by the artillery, which is pretty nice. Guy's on fire, threatening. Let's see, I can't. I have to move there, unfortunately. This guy's irrelevant, this guy's irrelevant. This guy's not, and neither is this actually. And this one is actually kind of irrelevant. We do this. I can attack this once. Should be fine. And if I do this, both of them will die. Explosion here, how much damage does it do? 1, so that's fine. Okay, this is gonna explode next turn. Freezing, unfreezing this. You're dead. And do some serious damage here. You're gonna burn to death next turn. And if I move over here, actually I can do this, stopping the exploding from happening and freezing and killing the wasp there. No, it's not dropping into the water because the water also freezes, but that's fine. It's burned to death, and we're done. Corporate HQ. Not a great angle here, but I think this could work. Okay, I definitely just want to maybe move in here and stop all of this from happening. But first, we move here. This guy can't move over is the issue. How do we save this building? Big explosion here. Can stop a lot of damage incoming. Because if even one of these boulders dies, they cause a chain reaction and blows up the building here. I can swap over here to mitigate the damage for now. Then what I do with him? Can't do anything. Alternatively, if I just move in here, go for a big freeze. I can't freeze the... Actually, it will stop the enemy champion from doing damage, so that's fine. I freeze this. Then I move here, do a big nuke, and kill the wasp. They're still kinda useless. I can probably just kill this guy through. No, I can't. Mind. Now let's do this. And you. So this guy's gonna hit the boulder, doing nothing. I guess I'm just gonna... Since these boulders will never be attacked at this point, I'm gonna have to wrap around here. Okay, now I can take some pot shots here. That's not good. Not good either. No mind, I can't take pot shots. To do the big explodey thingy here. Like so. The wasp unfreezes the boulder and then damages whoever is here. Okay, that's fine. She kills him, which is even better. This guy's not hitting anything. Let's get you finally over here. Just gonna stand on here. Or do I swap? Nah, if I swap this, I'm gonna take the damage from the wasp myself. And turn. Pretty sure they only attack the boulder here because he was frozen. They won't attack it anymore afterwards. So they cut themselves off from this area as well. They might build up a lucky chain reaction though, so I gotta be careful for that. Okay, there's another route. A little bit bad here. Can I save this the situation here at all? I'm not sure. So this guy has to help out. I move you here? No, I can't. How do I hurt him? Actually, is he? I think he's killing himself there. The boulder will also hit him. But I need to kill you to make that happen. It's not too hard, I just do this. I'm gonna burn to death, so... This is the only survivor on this side. I need to move over here. Return order, okay, that's unfortunate. I don't think I can hit the wasp here. That means I need to move here. I just port the wasp out. It's gonna attack me though for 2 damage, -1. For 1 damage, right? Yeah, that's fine. Wasp is out. Kill this guy here. And... oh, we can attack again because of our passive here, right? I can immediately kill if I wanted to, which, why not? Why not? Do some extra damage here is an issue? No. Okay, damage is down, you're gonna explode yourself. And turn. Tower threatened again. Okay, let's see. And I can port this out. Probably I can just freeze the entire situation if I have to. So let's maybe do this. some free damage here. Flank around and kill him. I'm just gonna move here and freeze all of these guys. Can I do it without freezing my... Yeah, there we go. This one guy survives and the Waspy as well, but that's fine. Alright, another perfect island, nice. I get popular hero, maybe I just sell him immediately, huh? Who do you get? One extra and opener. Science class, fire speed applies fire in a line. Only one use. I think the teleporter is actually more valuable at this point. I'm gonna grab Isaac here. Double shot, popular hero. Connect twice. I have to move too much with him. I don't think it's gonna be worth it. Temporary reset, opener, gain boost and 2 move on the first turn. That could be interesting. Let's see if we get some weapons to use. Root class, nope. Science shield from damage. Root class, range class. Artillery shot that applies smoke and pushes to adjacent targets. Yo, Nexus. The bottom mech looks like it meant to combine with for something here. The swap mech, our science mech here in this. Hope you're doing fine today, man. It's a bit weird. We are playing the fire team here with a flamethrower and everything, but getting hard carried by the ice generator again. Smoke mortar range, artillery shot that applies smoke and pushes. Yeah, I don't think any of these. Yep, the pyro team, but we're playing it as a ice team at the moment. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just sell this guy here. Sell this. Sell that guy. I'm just gonna sell everything that's useless to me at this point. Network shielding is nice. I don't really need it. And then... do we even need cores at this point? We got very bad luck with weaponry here for our flame mech, for our main mech. I don't like the flamethrower at all. Doesn't seem like a good weapon. Yeah, the ice is so busted strong. It is so strong. I guess I'm just gonna get the cores anyway. Like so. And just see what I can use them with. Some move, sure, let's take it. Some health. Yeah, super tanky now. This one's pretty much upgraded. Do I need a range? I don't think so. I'd rather get the extra range here. What's the next team? I haven't checked, but we're going in order essentially. But yeah, that's the 4th island done. Time for a final mission again. So yeah, we're getting our hard damage carries the artillery. This guy also used to have a flame weapon. I just dropped that for extra damage. We had the science mech, which was just teleporting enemies around. I gave him the ice generator and now he's busted. And then we have the flamethrower mech, which... the flamethrower is actually pretty weak. It just ignites the enemy and pushes one enemy a tile. Even though we have multiple targets here. Like, if I do this, only the enemy behind gets pushed. And it only applies fire, unless they're already burning. At that point it applies 2 damage, which is not too great either. Well then, let's see. I actually can do this quite easily with our artillery, though. The artillery is so strong. Got this bouncing thing here. Let's do boink, boink, both that. Love it. Okay, let's see. I can port this guy on here. And then I can just block this tile, I guess. I can actually use this, ignite him without pushing him. There we go. And turn. Oh yeah, the big issue is that fire damage is always only 1 damage per turn. So it does not scale well into the end game at all. That's an easy swap if we can do it. Now who do we want to swap? What's the attack order? Okay, that's not a push, right? So this guy's attacking first. No, the artillery happens first, never mind. So I just move here. Okay. Like, this is the only scenario. I got this specific upgrade here. Buildings immune. I was wondering if there's even a reason to get that. Okay, let me check something. If I were to shoot here first, yeah, the bounce damage does damage. So this is like the only scenario where this upgrade even does anything for me, but here we go. Can do that. I guess I'm just gonna swap. I'm gonna move here, I'm gonna push you over, and I'm gonna swap you. He's dead now. This guy's gonna get pushed. He's dead as well, and bouncing shot here. Okay, this guy has to die. We can't freeze him. I think maybe we freeze the entire rest at this point. Ah, okay, I can see another location for this now. Okay. I guess it is worth the 1 point we spent there in the end. Would be creepy to see a team using hybrid tech with some of their mechs merged with Vex. Could be interesting. I don't think there was something like that in the original, but they might have added something in the expansion. Not expansion, it's not technically an expansion, but the advanced content. I can just move here and port this guy into the water as well. This guy's not even attacking, this guy's not even hitting. So just move here, I can do some damage there. Port this guy into the water. This guy is essentially dead now. He's gonna burn out next turn. Easy dodge. Last turn I can punch. No, I can't punch this guy. I would be in the Doom tile. So this guy's irrelevant. This guy can be dodged. I'm moving over here, I guess, and you I can pop on the Doom tile. There we go. Oh wait, this guy's actually attacking something. Let me punch him away. There we go. Now he's gonna jump into the water instead. Guy's hitting you. No, he's not hitting anything because you die first. Yep, everything's solved. We didn't even need the ice generator here this time. Who can still shoot? You can still not only shoot, but act. Can we get some extra kills? Do we need some extra kills? Might as well take him. Level up. What do we get from him? Oh no. Can't check. I think the bonies apply mid-combat. I don't even see what it is until after the combat, and since it's the final mission, we won't. Alright. Here comes the Renfield bomb again. The swapping is actually really strong on this map specifically here. I can swap the champion to a Doom tile here. Opponent invulnerable. Okay, so he can't really die, but that is completely useless here in this mission. Let's see. Too much damage incoming here. Maybe I just freeze at this point. I just freeze? Let's see, this is a dodgeable situation. That's 1, 2, 3 enemies I have to deal with. This guy is kind of super useless. I can move him over here and he can at least punch this guy over. So that would counter him. Then I can move here. And shoot this guy. I could move here and swap him over, but then I take 2 damage on the Renfield bomb. Somebody has to do two disables essentially. Don't think I have that with this group here. Attack order. Actually, maybe if I punch the... How much damage does he do? 2. He's not doing too much damage either, so he can't be used to kill this guy here. He's doing 3. He's doing 2. I think I'm just going for a freeze here. Or maybe an advanced freeze. Like... No, I can't port and freeze, never mind. I think I'm just gonna go for a freeze here. If I move here, that hits them all. That's easy. And then I can just move this guy a little bit further back and move this guy onto the spawn here. Move him here. That's a double spawn block. And then we move here. Freeze. Yeah. Everything's cancelled. And end turn. We don't have the network shielding here, which means we also freeze ourselves, but we can use that to just block tiles here. Also pretty strong. There we go. Tentacles permanently kill these. I failed the mission because I freeze the bomb? Nope. I actually checked this in a different mission. The bomb even goes off if you freeze it. How do we handle this situation here? Can we do something fun here? I could port something on here maybe even. Like if I do this, he's not just frozen, he's permanently dead. Move here to do some damage. Now that knocks him into the bomb. That knocks him into the bomb. So move here. Bounce once. Bounce twice. That frees the champ. Yep, I'm thinking about teleporting this guy onto the Doom tile here. Or I could just leave him around. Actually, it's probably better to just leave him around. He's drawing fire from the enemy. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave him around, I guess. So how do we disable this guy? Not in range to be doomed. I can punch him. Would ignite him, and then I could move here. This. It's gonna burn to death next turn, and I just need to dodge here. These 2 spawns are doomed. Just move a bit closer to the next wave. And end turn. I think leaving these ice blocks around is better because it blocks enemies' movement as well. I think so, yeah. I actually did quite a few swaps over water and dropped the enemies into the water that way. Works quite well. So we have to dodge this. This guy I think is charging the entire way, yeah. So if I just move out of the way, he's not gonna block the spawn tile for me. Quite nice. And then I can punch this guy here, ignite him. Yeah. Do I have the range? Yeah, I can just teleport this guy into lava here like so. This guy's gonna block a spawn for me, so I don't have to do anything. Here, watch this. Block they spawn. And if I want to, I can do some damage on him here, I guess. Soften him up for the next turn, like so. Actually, it's gonna kill him because of the spawn at next turn. Even better. Well then. And it's pretty much one. We have an ice still ready. And the bomb is gonna explode in one turn. Might as well use it, right? Alright. One lone bomb down. We got hard carried again by the ice, I think. Although we didn't have to use it in the first phase here. But this ice is so strong, man. Even without the network shielding. Just position yourself correctly and then makes the mission so much easier. I'm pretty sure that frozen enemies, they still count somewhat. What's the total enemies on the board, and so if we freeze enemies instead of killing them, less enemies will spawn in the next turn. Victory again. Isaac Jones, Kaimela, and Abe Isamu. Abe is so strong, man. Been in like 5 timelines so far. Of course we're gonna keep him. Yeah, previous timeline 5, final battle 6.